Smell. Smell is also a process in which we take a molecule, which we would call an odorant, and we are going to sense what that odorant is. For this process, we need to have first the molecule needs to enter the nasal cavity. It then needs to come in close proximity with these odorant receptors, and this process has to be put into a watery mucus solution. So that odorant molecule needs to merge before you can use your olfactory sensors to determine what it smells like. That information is then sent back to the brain through the ethmoid bone and eventually to the olfactory tract. The other cells that are important to think about on this kind of diagram are the mucus and serous secreting glands. You need to produce a little bit of mucus in your epithelium of your nasal tract to be able to sense, smell an odorant. How does this signal transduction work? Olfactory receptors, which there are many of them, there are more than 100 that have been discovered thus far. These are specialized G-coupled protein receptors. And these protein responses have a special GOF sensory molecule that is released. This sensory molecule, once the odorant binds to it, is a cyclic AMP stimulating molecule. So this increases cyclic AMP within the cell. Cyclic AMP does a couple things for us. It allows for calcium to rush in because we have cyclic AMP gated calcium channels. These cyclic AMP gated calcium channels then allow for other molecules such as chloride to enter into the cell. So it's a couple stage process. You need to stimulate the cyclic AMP. The cyclic AMP needs to stimulate calcium to come in, and then calcium needs to stimulate chloride to come in. Integration of smell. As you know, smells are complex. There are a lot of different components to a smell. You might have some intensity, and that usually means there's more odorant molecules, or maybe certain types of odors are very potent to one particular person or another. All of these signals are sent back through the olfactory nerve. But even though you have 100 or more different sensors, they may be enacting multiples with simply a normal smell. So if you smell citrus, you are activating many of these odorant sensing cells. Other particular smells that may have kind of a pungent nature are activating a different sort of set of those odorant receptors. As you stimulate varying amounts of these receptors, you will get a global picture of how something smells. So it's not simply having one odorant molecule stimulating one receptor. It's a complex mixture of these odorants hitting different olfactory receptors.